Hello, everyone. My name is Irina Gaidash. I'm owner of Sanative Therapy in Lloydminster. I'm a registered massage therapist. I'm a Reiki master and a Qigong instructor. And sometimes I host guided meditation nights at Sanative Therapy. So if you check my links below, you can book in massage session or Reiki session with me. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and you can see a Qigong classes updates that will be available soon through the Zoom or updates on any meditation nights. And also, please join our thoughtful conversation. It's always going to be conversation with people who are beautiful souls, ready to share their knowledges, their love, their care with others. And I would love to hold the space for them to share. So please watch our conversations, and if you like it and share it with your friends. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Irina Gaidash, and I decided to start a new channel. That name is Thoughtful Conversation, because I have so many beautiful people who offering amazing healing services and any other services, and I have very beautiful, thoughtful conversations with them, but nobody hear about that. So maybe it's a time actually to show other people what we're talking about, and maybe it's going to be touchy for you, and maybe you would like it, so you can subscribe on my channel and see more interesting interview. And if you want to be part of Thoughtful Conversation, send me a message so we can set up interview with you. Okay, and today I want to introduce my beautiful friend, amazing woman, amazing healer, Nancy Dorantes, right? And she can tell you who she is, where she come from, and what she can offer. Like, so who is Nancy? Let's tell people who is Nancy.
Well, I can start by saying I'm Mexican, but I actually feel like a citizen of the world, really, because for me there's not frontiers in this planet. It's just we are here. Um, and I'm just a person very passionate with Mother Gaia and to take care of her and pretty much to help people to live happy in this planet, to connect with Mother Gaia, to find their ways to be happy and connected with everyone. So that's pretty much who I am at this very moment in my life. It comes from a very long path of different things, but it comes to that now. Just interested to help people to be happy and feel successful in life, pretty much.
When you said you want to connect people to Mother Gaia, what is Mother Gaia for you? You know, maybe somebody doesn't understand what does it mean.
Yeah. Mother Gaia is pretty much our planet Earth, which is for many people is a living being. Planet Earth is a living being, and it have feelings, it have consciousness, it have a soul, and we are everyone that lives inside of the planet, plants, animals, rocks, everyone, all the natural elements, and us as humans are part of Gaia. It's like when you are thinking about in terms of cells, in terms of our own body, all of cells are part of us and they are alive and they all have different uh, things to do to keep us alive. It's the same with Mother Gaia. We are kind of the cells that keep Mother Gaia alive. Yeah, very much.
When did you feel your first connection? What happened in your life when you felt like, okay, that's what I want to do, that's what I feel? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny because when I was little, well, I was like about 10, 11 years old, and I was very conscious about taking care of the planet, recycle, take care of the plants. I was just fascinated about plants, fascinated about every way to save energy, any way to recycle garbage. I was very like that. I was the weird one in the whole group of the friends, but I always feel like that, and in just um, many different ways. Then lately, it's having just coming to Canada because it's very different. Like in Mexico, you have always the same weather. It's like, well, I used to live in the center of Mexico, so it's always like we have very similar weather for the
Yeah.
whole year. So yeah, you appreciate that, and the trees are always green, and
Yeah.
it's most of the days you're gonna have sun, and sometimes rain, sometimes no, but it's kind of not that different through the year. So coming here to Canada, it really made me to appreciate all kind of ways to the nature to manifest, right? A lot of snow, or very strong wind, or a very dark day, or a very long day too in summer. So it really started to connect with me more to observe all the ways that Mother Gaia give us life, all the different animals and everything. And lately, even more with the water.
Mhm.
It just started 2 years ago when I was kind of like, well, it was not much snow that winter, but for me, it started like, why we had to be so mad with the snow?
Oh, yeah.
Like we get so much snow, and then you go and clean it outside, and you're tired, and then you may hurt yourself or something like that. There's something you have to do almost every day, just right before going to work. So it's like sometimes we are cleaning and just thinking bad about stuff, getting mad and stuff like that. And I was like, well, we're talking with this water that is frozen there, staying there for the whole winter. And we are talking bad or feeling bad or getting mad, is kind of receiving all that,
Mhm.
based on the theory of water is programmable
Mhm.
because it's a living element. In talking to that in that way, it was kind of feeling like that was a lot of heavy energy
Oh,
in the
okay.
snow.
Yeah.
So every time I pass over, I look through the window, I was like, yeah, I'm getting mad to the snow, but because it's just giving me back what I give it before, that tiredness, that madness, or whatever. So I start to think more about how we really connect with the nature, with the
Mhm.
plants. If we talk to them or not, people can think we are crazy, but I mean, it's the same as it's a living being. It's the same as talking to your pet, or talking to your daughter, or talking to the neighbor. For me,
Exactly.
yeah, it kind of feels like that. Like it's a very direct connection with all the elements.
That's very interesting about snow because we have a lot of here in Canada snow. But also, if I understand you right, when you mad at the snow because it's hard to clean up and it's cold outside, does it mean that you kind of like pick up um like collective feeling from the snow? Like it's because all people mad at snow. So if you feel the same, maybe it's like collective feeling to the snow and snow kind of like
It's
mirroring it of.
I think it's both things because it's outside on the streets.
Yeah.
So, but it's also local. Like my energy, whatever my family or my neighbors are generating, is there
Hmm.
around us for the whole winter until it melts. And it
Yeah.
doesn't go because that water it go to the trees and to our gardens and everything, right?
Well, I think
So
probably farmers will be very agree with you because they're happy when we have a lot of snow, right? Then we can affect actually our harvest in a way, and that's why they're excited when we have a lot of snow. That's a good point. So you said that when you were in Mexico, it was easy to connect to Mother Nature because you kind of have it nice weather all the time, right? Here we don't have too much sun or like long day or like cold like today. Today, by the way, it's minus 45 was in the morning or 47. So
something.
it's very hard to connect to the nature and be grateful for that. Like, what can we do in these long months when it's so disconnected because we just try to keep warm and hibernate inside?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but what I have been done since last winter and then this winter I'm trying is, yes, we cannot connect directly like physically, but we can connect with our mind, with our feeling, and find a way to be grateful. What I find out is like, okay, I'm getting mad because I cannot go outside, I cannot do stuff. It's just too cold. Like today, schools cancel,
Yeah.
many stores, so many are not going, didn't went to work,
Mhm.
stuff like that. So we think we is stopping us to do stuff, but it's actually bringing us back into ourselves. Like you
Okay.
have
Mhm.
this day, many people is like, oh, I have a day off. Oh, I'm gonna have a little bit more time to do stuff. Okay, how about is you take that time for yourself? Yes, as you can see, it's quieter than any other day,
Mhm.
right? And people can get like unsettled on that, but it's actually a gift.
Yes.
Like it's, I don't know if you notice, but after the snowfall, after that, it's like a very quiet.
Yeah.
At the beginning, like 18 years ago, I was going to get crazy after that because it's like there is no sun, it's so silent here in this little town and stuff like that. I'm in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
because I came for a very big, busy city, which is
City. Yeah.
Mexico City. So that's a very big difference. But now I take it like a gift. It's like, oh my, it's so nice. It's so quiet. I can hear, sometimes I can hear my heartbeat. I can hear my breathing. And that is amazing because we don't stop in our normal life. We don't stop to hear ourselves. The basics. But if you stop a little bit more, you're gonna start to hear you, like hear your mind, hear your heart, and just be soft, like relax.
Mhm.
So for me, since last year, I kind of say like almost 20 years here, and I just getting being grateful, starting to be grateful with the winter. But is that like is the inside like when you see flowers go under the snow,
Mhm.
animals, little frogs, any insect, like they don't disappear; they just go to sleep. Many of them, many animals too. Uh, so ourselves too, we kind of can have that if it's not every day because we have to make life anyway,
Right.
but we can have that moment. I think that's it's just a gift from mother nature, you know. You find
That's
a way to like,
beautiful
yeah,
way to think about it. Okay. And maybe it's a good time to listen to a podcast, right? To
yes,
do some healing. Okay. Your connection to the Gaia and your healing sessions, what are you offering to people? Like what can you offer to connect to Gaia or maybe healing through the Gaia? How does it work? Like explain
okay,
us please.
yeah. So most of the therapies that I focus are to connect to yourself
Mhm.
and to find the path to heal, to your ways to heal, because people can help you, people can guide you, I can guide you, but the one that had to do the work to heal is yourself because nobody knows you better than yourself. Like it's not like a recipe that somebody
Mhm.
can tell you you do this step and then this and then you're gonna be happy.
Mhm.
That is not true
Mhm.
because everyone have different paths, everyone have different ways to react, everyone have different memories in this life, and if you want to believe that in other lives, so everyone is very different. um, so the therapies that I do is through in this case through Mother Gaia, and this one that I had the I went to Mexico to get trained with this beautiful therapy which she calls Ancala, and is about the consciousness of water. And that's why we start to talk with about snow because that's the water that surrounds us most of the year here
Mhm.
in Lloydminster, right? So just thinking of having the water there, and with all the ideas, no, what they are not ideas, they are theories that have been proved of the water being programmable, this new therapy, what it does is it brings the consciousness of water with all what it had to give us. The consciousness of water comes from Lyra, which is in the constellation of Vega.
Okay.
Okay, so all the theory of that there was no water in the planet, and then it came to the planet.
Okay.
That's how Lyra water, let's say, came to the planet, and it's another consciousness living into Gaia, right? That it helps. We all living things contains a little bit of water or lots of water. You can tell me any element or living thing, and it has water.
Yeah.
Right? Even ourselves, we say like, oh, some people say we are 85% of water, 97% of water. Actually, all our body is water, all of it. Skin, muscles, organs, everything. It has water, like in different states, let's say, like the snow. We have lakes, we have the snow, we have rain, right? So we are all liquids. We are all part of that water. So we are also programmable that it can be used for good or it can be used for a bad, right? So this consciousness, what it brings is a guidance for the humans to become, let's say, better, but to become the humans we came to live in this planet, which is it's giving us 33 symbols, which they are beautiful and they can be used for healing or for transform from transmutation. But they are also 33 virtues of the humans.
Wow, 33 you said?
Yes.
Oh.
The 33 of them, they are virtues of the humans. So when we work with one, that is something that starts to work in your body. And because it's quantum, in a quantum level, it goes to your cells. So you are literally transmuting with a symbol.
Okay.
It's a process. That's why when we are doing the therapy, we say like, this is healed from this present, from your past, which is not just this past of this life, but anything that comes behind. Also your generations behind. And for the future, because obviously if we have already healing that and this, then there's nothing else to come ahead, right? Because it's working in the quantum level in yourself. So because we are water, right?
Wow.
Each one of our cells have water. So if you program the water of your cells with these virtues, then you start to transform yourself.
Okay.
So for me, it's the best plan to become better, to just really get to what we want to be as a humanity, which is in peace, which is in love, which is in harmony with the planet, because that will make sense, you know. The animals doesn't have to do anything, and they are in harmony with each other and with nature and with Gaia.
Right.
Why we don't? We're supposed to be the smartest one, right? But we are kind of getting we make to complicate life, right? So these virtues with the life start to help you to processing getting into that point, and that's beautiful. Pretty much that's the job. And in the therapy we can work anything. We can work emotional aspects, we can work memory traumas aspects, we can work also physical illness, right? We can help with that. We don't do magic like from one day to another you're gonna have grow another arm or something like that, but it helps you to hold when all your body is in harmony. It will not get sick, or it's gonna get better and get out of the sickness, right? And it starts with the nervous system.
Okay, right.
So that's why most of the therapies at the beginning, like the ones that you had tried, they are emotional therapies.
Yes.
If you have seen, we had touch, even the intentions are that ones. It's all emotional, because we transform the emotional, our nervous system gonna start to work different. And that's the one, because we have connected all our body with the nervous system, is we start to transform that the way that the nervous system acts, all the body will start to act different. So our reactions to anything is gonna be different, right?
Okay. So basically, if you program water with this virtue, right? Um, it's shift your nervous system so you can react different to the same situation, right? So life is not changing, you changing. And
Yeah.
maybe if you changing, that's kind of changing your life as well,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, because it's like that. In the consciousness of the we say we all in the planet are we are as one, but each one of us is at a body with your own life, with your own brain. So we have to respect that, because we come to this planet to have freedom to choose. That's something that doesn't happen in all the planets, but in this one we have that. So just because we have that rule or that right as humanity, then we cannot change others. So
Right.
we can only change ourselves. So yes, life change because you change, but your life change.
Yes.
And the one that's around you, if you react different to an action, like let's say, for example, you used to get mad because the dog of the neighbor come and walk in your garden, but now you are more in harmony, and you even talk to the, you kind of talk or connect with the dog and say, you know, dog, I'm in harmony with you, I love you, I respect you, but I don't need you in my garden, and probably the dog will not come around anymore.
Nice.
You know, or anything, like any situation, like you are driving, and you know there is always somebody who doesn't look around before crossing the street here. I don't know what happened with people, but really, I used to get very mad with that. But I'm like, I'm the one that want to get safe to where I'm going.
Yes.
So if I get mad, I'm gonna get nervous, I'm gonna disconnect, I'm gonna distract, because I'm carrying on whatever happens in the other corner. So maybe I'm gonna be the one doing the same thing in the next corner, you know?
Right.
That's not how it goes. If I go and I'm like, okay, you're probably having a bad day, or maybe you are running late, or maybe you are just a new driver, because I don't know you, so I don't know.
You know what? Yeah.
If I get mad with you, what am I gonna win with that? So I just let it be, let it pass. I'm driving carefully so I can stop so you can pass, even if it was not your turn or whatever, but I'm okay. You're gonna be okay because you're safe. And see, we are being conscious, we are being transforming ourselves. If I used to be a very explosive person, now I start to not, because I start to understand the others and being more in harmony. So I'll be more open, like open your view to everyone, not just me. Then I'm gonna start to change all my ways, and then my life is gonna be different. Because if I'm driving to the job and I get mad with three in the corner and the other corner and the one in the light, how am I gonna arrive to my job, right?
Yeah.
If I don't carry on all that, even if I get a little bit late because I had to go a little bit slower because somebody is driving very slow in front of me, but I'm getting there without getting mad, my whole day is gonna be totally different. And the people who I encounter during the day is gonna have a different reaction with me, because my energy, my vibe, all my way to be is different, because I changed my way since the beginning.
Right.
So everything transforms around you. You cannot change and go and change the person. That person maybe is gonna keep driving like that all their life, but you are changing your way and your perspective,
Yeah.
and that change everything in your life.
That's bringing you
Right?
healing physically too.
Yeah, that's the real healing. It's not gonna happen from one day to another. It's not gonna happen, oh, I take my therapy 1 hour, 2 hours, and now tomorrow my life is gonna change. Well, it is gonna change, but it's not gonna be that visible until you start to work with it. nobody can like I cannot say I heal you.
Hmm.
I can say I guide you, I help you to heal.
You give you a tool to the
Yeah,
person how
because I
to.
can give you 20 therapies, and then if you don't want, you refuse to see your change, or you don't receive your change in a nice way, because sometimes it's not easy. It's not like, oh, I'm healing, everything's gonna be pink and fluffy and I'm gonna be very happy. But no, sometimes the change is I'm gonna feel very mad for days, or I'm gonna feel very sad for days, or
Right.
I'm gonna feel like I'm the worst person because I just wake up to see that the problem I'm causing the problem,
Hmm.
and that's not easy to receive. That
Yeah.
is like, yeah, and if you're already a person like that, not gonna be very easy to recognize that. You wanna feel mad, you wanna feel sad, you wanna feel the worst, but it's your healing. If you pass over that, you should recognize that part of yourself and accept it and forgive yourself and change. Maybe ask for forgiveness to others. Wherever is in the process, you are changing already.
Hmm.
You are accepting that healing, and it's gonna be after that. It's gonna be very beautiful because you are not coming back to that. You are really changing, right? And that's what I love about these therapies, because they are definitive. Like once we work with that and you accept it and move on, it's not gonna come back to you.
Hmm. Yeah.
It may look like coming back because the situation come back, but with another perspective,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just gonna be level, level, level.
So you just kind of like tapping into quantum field, right? And
Yeah.
change like on a quantum level, on a cellular level, DNA level, like not you, but I mean water, right?
In this case, the water, yes.
Water in this case. Okay, that's interesting because intuitively, when I send my kids to school and I always make them tea, and every time, like every morning, I just make tea and I tell like God bless you and I love you, and just give some Reiki to the tea. And I swear, when they with me, like the week when they with me, they just a little bit calmer and a little bit happier. And I don't know, I feel like because of this blessing, like you
Yeah, no,
still affect them during the day, right?
it's definitely work. Like you are doing what everyone should be doing.
Okay, so notice
Yes,
maybe a little
yes.
bit deeper.
Imagine you already make the tea with love because you are already thinking in them. There is an intention, and you are talking to the water. Like, for example, Ankara have specific symbols, but the importance
Right.
of all these is the intention, because I can be doing the therapy and be thinking about anything else, and it's not going to work. So the most important part of this kind of the key is the
Right.
intention. So you're doing amazing there. Yeah.
Thank you.
What I do with my kids is like all of cups
Hmm.
have we put stickers with
Oh,
words that, like, every once in a while we make stickers, and then everyone get to write, for example, five words or sentence that they know, if they see them what they are drinking, it's gonna help them somehow, or maybe a
that's
message for the
nice.
other, or a message for the day. My son, for example, like to invent words, so it's a combination of words. Ex- how is that? I don't gonna remember the word, but we put that ones there, and every time we drink it, we read it, and it's also intention into the water, right? For
Hmm.
example, we have all our jar of water beside our bed for the night, and that
Hmm.
ones, most of them have love and health, right? Because imagine you're going to wake up or go to sleep with kind of that message that you can wake up and read it, but also drink it. And all of our jars have that in the room. And I think it has been doing a very different, like a
Hmm.
big difference in that when we put the intention on that, right? Because the jar can be there and it can say whatever, but if you don't read it, you know.
Hmm.
But when my kids do, they sleep better, they have better mood,
Hmm.
and also like you are
Right.
drinking that water, so it's going into is changing that with that intention your body. So yeah.
So can we tell that in this perspective, if you like me, I'm a massage therapist, and I always tell people after massage it would be nice to take an Epsom salt bath because Epsom salt it's a pure magnesium, so your body can absorb magnesium that you need and release tension in your muscles even more and release like waste from your muscles. So I really insist that everybody gonna have a Epsom salt bath. But if you think from a spiritual perspective, it kind of like cleansing your energy as well,
Totally.
right?
Yes. Yes. That's amazing. Like I say the same to my consultants, even if we
Yes.
didn't do a physical, because all my therapies I don't get to touch people. There is just
It's
all
more energy.
energy. So, but I tell them the same, especially when they came too heavy because it was a bad day or they are having a very bad time, or even when they call me, you know what, I have a very bad headache, stuff like that. I'm not feeling well today. I always ask them to do the same because
Mm-hmm.
salts will clear the energies, and then just getting into the water if you don't have salts, get into the warm water, talk to your water,
Right.
right? In this case, talk to your water to whatever you want to receive. I really like this is my therapy, my personal spa therapy is
Okay.
when I go to shower. Every time I go to shower, uh, I put my music, my favorite music. I have a lot of songs about to sing to the water because that's my
Wow.
connection. I really it helped me once when I was very deep into my dark, my healing part. I hit that very bad moment, and it was pretty hard. So I started to talk with water in the shower because it was a very busy day. It was on summer, so in summer I don't stop. Like I sleep like 4 hours because I have too much to do
Okay.
in summer
Mm-hmm.
with my jobs. So I was like, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to go to walk in the
Right.
and hug the tree. I don't have the time. So I was like, okay, what am I doing every day? Like, well, like I'm eating, I'm drinking, okay, I'm doing that kind of stuff, but I have time for myself only because when you have kids at home and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and cat and everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like the only time that you have is when you are taking a shower. Like pretty much it's your time.
Yes.
So I put my music. I put sometimes incense or a candle, sometimes not. But it's like create your own space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a gift for yourself, and it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't take you long. Like 1 minute, you're ready,
Right.
right? Put my music, especially in my case, to sing to the water, but you can do any song that make you feel happy. And before I start the shower, I just get into and I just put my hands there.
Mm-hmm.
The water is like I touching first the water with my hands, and I'm just talking with the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my case, I always say um, um, I activate the primordial consciousness of water, and then I ask whatever I need in that moment, or just talk to her or whatever. But that's my connection, right? If you have a
Beautiful.
bath where you put your hands inside of the water, or you put even your feet on your hands, then you are like, water, please help me to relax, clean my energy, physical body and energy body, because it can do that. Like you
Wow.
physically is touching you, okay, so it's gonna clean.
Yeah.
And then energetically, of course, because it's water, it's full of energy,
Yeah.
right? Any water, full of energy. If you call to primordial or to angelical, to whatever it calls to you, to the water, that's what it brings to the water. It's like cleaning the water, purifying the water so it can purify yourself.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So I really love to do that. And whatever you take your bath or your shower, it's already something that you're doing. It's beautiful.
It can be your meditation,
It is
your
your, yeah.
connection.
And also your little healing and your little everything. That's how beautiful can be the the process of healing and the process of connecting with the nature. It's also like maybe you don't have the time to take off your shoes and go walk on the grass and stuff like that. Well, if you are driving and passing over, connect with your eyes, connect with all the nature, right, during
That's
summer,
nice.
or with the snow. Like, come on, let's do this. You go and clean your snow out of the path of your in front of your house. Well, how about you talk nice to the snow?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Bring me happiness, um, abundance,
Uh-huh.
anything.
I shovel away all my problems,
Yeah,
all my pains.
because imagine all what we push around out of the path stay there for at least 6 months, 4, 6,
Right.
8 months,
Mhm.
right? And as we were thinking, I didn't think about before, but that water gets absorbed to
To
the
the
to the
groundwork,
ground. So
yes.
pretty much whatever you imprint into that water it stays there at least for the year. So what do you want to surround your house with,
You know what? I
right?
come home and I'm gonna touch snow on the side of
Beautiful
my yard
snow.
and just yes, program it for like a good spring. That's a very good point.
Yeah,
Actually, I think it's a very beautiful suggestion. Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
it's beautiful. I was watching this short in the morning. It probably Japan or Korea, I don't know, but this girl just have like a dry dead rose on the hand, and
Mhm.
instead of getting mad or sad about it, it's just looking to the ground to the snow, and then she start to make like these strips of snow and just rolling the rose on it
Oh yeah.
and create another snow rose around it.
Oh yeah.
And it was looking so beautiful. And I was like, we pass over and we can think anything but beautifulness from the snow, right? And she
Wow.
creates something beautiful with that. And it was just like, it looks like it was just that she was passing over and then she did that. So that's kind of the way we want to live our life, connected with nature. Like, obviously, we cannot walk right now on the grass, we cannot hug the tree or sit and see the lake, beautiful lake, but we have other
We
kind
have
of
snow.
scenery. We have snow.
Yeah.
We have, well, today, even if it was very cold, we have a beautiful sunny day.
Yes.
I love to see through the window because the snow gets like crystals, like sparkles.
Mhm.
And it is what it is. It's like crystals. So, like crystals, like the ones that you use, the quartz that you use for healing and stuff
Okay.
like that. Well, same
That's a
thing.
crystal.
Same
Okay.
thing because they are almost in the same, like that's what they used to be.
So it's like absorbed spectrum of the sun, so it's sparkly. It's like
Yeah.
little diamonds. That's beautiful.
Yeah, everything is beautiful. Like when you start to think about it, and that's the way to connect. Like when you start to connect with that beautifulness, if you have a pet, obviously that. Yeah, I love to see my cat sleep. It's
Mm-hmm.
just so nice. Even if she had eat the half of my breakfast and stuff like that, after that she go to sleep. I love her, right? So that's kind of the way we start to connect with nature, and we start to be in harmony with ourselves because we are part of all that. We can reject it and be very mad and hate every cold day and the snow and the cat and the neighbor, or we can just be
Right.
happy and grateful
Okay, be
because
grateful.
everything have that both aspects, the good aspect and the wrong aspect, because in this planet everything is like that. So it's, as you say earlier, the way we're gonna take it. What is the way we're gonna take it? That's the way that it's gonna give back to you too, right?
Yeah.
So
Wow. Well, thank you, sister, for this beautiful conversation. We just have to run it today, and we definitely come back because you have so many beautiful things to say, and I want people to hear you. That's okay. She is my inspiration. I got healing from her, and it changed my life a lot. I cannot tell that it was always a nice feeling. It was kind of like roller coaster, but in the end, she inspired me to do these conversations today and open up more and be, maybe more brave of show myself. So I'm very grateful for that. And before we're done today, I want to ask you how people can connect with you. I'm gonna add her website and information on the description, but I also want you to say how people can find you.
okay. So I have my Instagram, my Facebook, and Blue Sky with my name Tonancy. Tonancy. You can find it like that, Tonancy. My YouTube channel also like that. I just have a few inspirational videos there, but it's there. You can send me always a message, a private message. I always read them. And we have, together with my husband, we have the web page which you can see all the therapies, not just the Ancala one, but all the therapies that we give. And you can book there or you can call and book. Yeah, all of the therapies that I do can be done in person or online, and it can be in English or Spanish.
Right. Well, thank you very much. We see you again. Thank you for tonight, and thank you, my beautiful friend. Okay, bye-bye.
Beautiful. Bye.
If you enjoyed this beautiful conversation, thoughtful, mindful conversation, please follow me for more, subscribe for this channel, share this video with others, send me a like, and if you would like to be my guest, please comment below or send me private message on Instagram and Facebook, and maybe next time we can do interview with you through the Zoom or in my studio in Lloydminster. And share your love, share your knowledges. Don't be shy. This is time to rise, and I would love to help you to rise. So let's rise together. Okay? Have a great day. Thank you for listening.